This is the best hip warm-up routine you're gonna see. Same as the shoulder one I did last week. It's one of the smartest. So look, the hip's not as complex as the shoulder. You can get injured just as easily, but it's not as complex. It doesn't move as much. It's designed to be stable and it's designed to weight bear. Just like last time and like all of our stuff that we do here, we love treating you guys, but prevention is the key to fixing any injury. So I want to take you through the hip warm-up routine that I've come up with to make sure that we warm this thing up from all different angles. It'll take a 3D approach when you warm the hip up. You can't just be stretching and rolling around for hours. Now, with that said, the first thing is spiky ball work. You're going to spike your ball into this muscle at the front and get into the glutes. We can use a foam roller. That's not for today's video, but if you do have any questions around spiky ball stuff or foam rolling, come in and see us. All right, so I'm going to take you through a couple of things. The first one being hip flexor stretch. So we have a muscle from here to here, big, thick muscle, and it does that. And it's commonly tight or reduced in length, which can cause a lot of hip problems. So we want to get that nice and mobile before we do anything. So just down like this. This is the one we're targeting here, this left hip flexor. Just like that, that position, back's nice and straight. Pushing your hips forward like that. You should feel a stretch through the front of your thigh there. Yeah, just holding down in that nice half kneeling lunged position. Couple of sets of 20-second holds. Same thing for the other side, switching over, half kneeling, keep that knee out, driving pelvis forward. Drive pelvis forward will pull hip flexor. All right, so you've done your rolling, spiky ball work, everything feels nice and mobile, hip flexors stretched. Next, what we do is a thing called a goblet squat with some prying. So what I mean by that is a nice squat position, down nice and deep, holding your back nice and neutral, elbows just inside the knees there, and you want to shift or pry from side to side to ensure you get full rotation through each hip. So if you're someone who's stuck with a bit of that or a bit of that, stuck like that all day or in general, you're a runner, you're in the gym, at work, move from side to side. You want to be down there for about 30 seconds, getting a good stretch, keeping your back nice and straight. Do a couple sets of that, really opening up those hips. All right, some activation stuff, glute bridge. We've got the small little glute muscles out here for stability, big glutes at the back that drive our hips forward into extension. Just down in this position, neck's flat, back's flat, pushed into the floor so it's in a nice neutral position, big drive through the heels, use the knees. Little hold at the top. Sweet. 2 sets, 10 reps, roughly. So there you go. Next, I want to look at, we'll break it up now. So we've used both hips there, break it up into unilateral hip movement. So you can do a lunge or a split squat. For me, it's always a split squat. So we'll grab a chair. Rear foot elevated. We're trying to warm up this glute. We don't have to fall in. We're warming up some hip flexors. We're moving through extension, warm up hemis, all of it. It's probably my favorite warm up exercise there is. Warms everything up. Look at me, warm as. Nice and deep. Stretch through this one while using this one. And back up. Make sure the knee doesn't go further over the toes and doesn't fall in. A couple sets of 10, same as everything else. So, thanks for watching, guys. Just remember, prevention's the key, so you want to make sure everything's nice and warm, ready to go. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment or come in and see us and have a chat. Thanks for watching.